She has a leash on right now on the elevated bed, so she can't like really get off of it. So she now knows to sit in place for hours and hours on end.
Hello everyone, Ace here, and today let's talk a little bit more about Hasan Piker, because more evidence has recently come out about him abusing his dog. Now, some of this evidence comes in the form of a few clips that people have discovered, where it looks very possible like Hasan Piker actually shocked Kaya in previous streams as well. Though clearly, if this is the case, it is to a significantly lower voltage than what he subjected her to recently. This, however, I'm going to cover mostly in passing because at the end of the day, the clips that are being passed around aren't really full-on proof, though they are certainly evidence, and given the context of what we know now, they are at least suspicious clips on their own. What can, however, be confirmed is a recently resurfaced clip of Hasan Piker openly stating that he is tying Kaya down to her bed to restrain her from being able to leave it for hours on end, as part of her, quote, training, unquote. Of course, I'm talking about the clip you saw at the very beginning of this video, and considering these are directly the words of Hasan Piker himself, it leads one to wonder how his most ardent defenders are going to try to justify this one, because tying a dog down by the neck for hours on end to her bed in order to prevent her from being able to leave it, yeah, at that point you've entered the territory of animal abuse. And since Hasan Piker has openly admitted to doing this, that means he has openly admitted to abusing Kaya. So again, I look forward to the Hasan Piker defenders contorting themselves into pretzels in order to defend this, and explain to us how animal abuse is a good thing now, apparently. And while we're at it, I'm also looking forward to Twitch doing absolutely nothing over the revelation that Hasan Piker has openly confessed to engaging in animal abuse on their own platform. Something that Twitch, of course, claims to be against, but as we all know, it's perfectly fine if Hasan Piker does it. At this point, I wouldn't be surprised if Hasan Piker posted CP onto Twitch and still managed to avoid getting permabanned over that. At least he'd get arrested at that point, but I certainly wouldn't trust Twitch to uphold their own rules when it comes to Hasan Piker, and I can only point to the past conduct of both Hasan Piker and Twitch for why I'm convinced that Twitch would let him get away with anything on their platform, even if it's patently illegal.